the lounge, meet me at the lounge, down at the lounge, WNB, 91.1 Alpha. Meet me at the lounge, Daddy Boy. Meet me at the lounge, WNB, 90.1 Alpha. That's right. That's right. You're tuned in to the lounge right here on WMPR 90.1 FM. I'm your guest host, Lex Luga, sitting in for Marlena and Danny Boy. And yes, we have a special guest that's going to be in here shortly for you today. None other than Jackson, Mississippi's own Big Yayo. That's right, man. He's going to come in and debut his new song called Take It to the Bedroom, man. He bringing a new flavor. Definitely the right time of year introducing a new song to you. We're going to play a couple of his other records too. Make sure you know who we got in the building. We're going to learn a little bit more about him, man. He's got a lot going on. He got the tour going on. He also has this new song debuting, as I said. And, you know, he got the trail rides that's going to be coming back to the area very soon, you know, when it gets a little warmer. So, hey, y'all make sure to stay tuned for that. Shout out to Marlena and the whole crew, the Southern Soul Tuesday crew out at M Bar. If you haven't been, hey, you got to catch Southern Soul Tuesdays at the M Bar. And that's an opportunity where you could come check out a few artists along with getting in free, getting drink specials on a Tuesday, have something to do right here in Jackson, Mississippi. And hey, it's a chance to meet new people and, you know, kind of relax during the week. Yesterday, they had Jones come out. You know, we got Jones got a big show coming up this weekend, man. He got Squirt Kelly and J1 up in Hattiesburg. He came out and did his thing yesterday, along with let's see who else we had yesterday. We had Ellis Bridges yesterday. That's another new artist, Southern Soul, coming to Southern Soul Tuesday, debuting his song this past week. Also, they had Lady D came back yesterday and did her thing. You know, she always puts on a great performance. We eventually gonna have to get her up here too, man. So hey, appreciate everybody that came out to M Bar yesterday. Once again, that's every Tuesday at the M Bar, 5 to 7, free to get in. We got drink specials, food special, and the food is great, by the way. And hosted by Marlena from right here on the Lounge radio show right here on 90.1 FM. And, you know, they got a few artists coming up soon. I know Marlena's hosting a show, too, at the end of the month, November 30th. She got the Thanksgiving extravaganza that she's going to be hosting. That's with Emerson Hill, Kiko Pryor, and Lady D, along with Lil T and a couple of others. So make sure to stay in tune with the movement. What I had this weekend down in Ground Zero Biloxi, we had a fabulous and unforgettable performance by none other than Cecily Wilborn. Thanks to the Southern Soul Power Hour coming through. Shout out Big Jazz, DJ Big O601, come and rock the house like none other. Candy Janae came and did her thing, and I'm talking about she had all the ladies knowing her song, That's My Kitty. Then we also had Columbus Toy. That's right, man. Hey, we had something for the ladies as well. Columbus Toy came and did his thing. And I left his record out. You got to go check out his new record called Sweeter. He got another one too, man, called Let's Go, featuring Big Moochie, you know, line dance song. So hey, you got to be on the lookout for my guy, Columbus Toy. So once again, that's our first Sundays, every first Sunday of the month at Ground Zero Biloxi, owned by none other than Morgan Freeman. He got a couple of other owners as well, and we introducing the Southern Soul movement to Ground Zero. So we're going to be having something else coming up special for you too. So make sure to stay in tune to the movement. I got a record I'm going to play so y'all know who we got guests today. I want my DJ, can you pull up that Boots on song for me? While we got Yayo on the way. Just in case you've been on the rock and don't know who Big Yayo is, I'm gonna play one of his big records just so I can remind you who's gonna be in the building, who we're gonna learn a little bit more about, which I know that's everybody country cousin, because that's my big country cousin, you know. And so we're gonna make sure if he ain't your cousin already, he gonna be your cousin when you leave here today. So y'all make sure to keep it locked right here to 90.1 FM. This is one of his biggest records that's going to be coming on here in a minute, because we are introducing his new song today called Take It to the Bedroom. So what I want you to do is be able to hear the different styles that Big Yayo is coming with. Because I listened to that Take It to the Bedroom record. I said, what Yayo doing? Yayo that came with something new. I ain't heard him do this one. Now, I didn't heard the stepping. I didn't heard the line dance. I didn't heard the trail ride. And then we're going to hear this hit record. And later on, we're going to check out his new song called Take It to the Bedroom. But right now, right here on 90.1 FM WMPR is the Boots on Song by Big Yayo featuring Omar Cunningham. Yeah, so while that's coming on too, hey, don't forget now, I got a few other records. I'm gonna have to mess with him a little bit too, because I know he a Dallas Cowboy fan. I know he made a Cowboy record, so y'all can get ready for that. Because that I remember him talking about the Saints, so I'm gonna have to let him know about the Dallas Cowboys while both of our teams down. I get to talk about a little something. And hey, we also too though, man. One thing that we get to learn about the artists is how they started, some of their thought process on how they make records, and then also what even makes them come up with some of the records. So we're gonna try to get some of those jewels out of Big Yayo too, so we can see how he come up with those hits. And then we got a couple of other songs that we may check out of his too. I know he's got a tour going with Arthur Young, which he has a song with Arthur Young too that we may play a little bit later on today. And then he also got a song with my guy Big Mel. That's my guy right there, man. That's my guy. Ain't got time. He got a song with Big Mel as well. We might get a chance to check out. So my guy putting in a lot of work, got a lot of diversity in his music. But like I said, the song we debuting a little bit later on today is really a different record. So while he's still getting that record, I got Big Yayo did walk in the building and came to bless us with his presence. What's going on, Big Yayo?
What's going on, big brother?
Man, ain't nothing to it, man. Ain't nothing to it. So now we got that Boots on song ready. So now y'all keep it locked right here. This is our special guest in the building, none other than Big Yayo. Y'all check out Boots on song right here on 90.1 FM.
Nothing wrong with changing. You know
What's up with it, man?
What's up, baby? I'm still waiting on that other thing. We ready, baby.
Yeah, I'm gonna work on 19th. 19th is best because that's the day before Martin Luther King's birthday. That's really a great situation.
Well, no, I think because that's what we was basing at 18. We're gonna try to make everything work out.
Yeah, so I already requested a meeting. So I'm gonna go to the meeting next week.
Good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so they ain't got no problem with. I didn't go into details, but I just said I said what I need to say.
Yeah, just put it on the mind.
Yeah. So as soon as you give me the green light,
I'm working on this right now, man. Just so we can.
Yeah, so interview basically just flowing. So we're gonna play the new record, but I'm gonna go into some, and we are live too on Facebook and YouTube. I'm gonna go into some of your history stuff, catch people up on you. If they ain't familiar with them, those who maybe not, then get them familiar with. So we're gonna touch on your trail ride.
Okay.
Which I know that ain't coming up till probably March, but have you actually started the tour that you mentioned?
We're putting together. We're in the stage. We're getting dates now. That's what we're doing now.
Okay.
It's country board tour, so we're getting the dates now. We're gonna start releasing dates probably as early as next week. You know what I'm saying?
So your main thing really is that new record.
Well, it's the new record. So going into 25 is the new record, country board tour, and then the big ride kick it off tomorrow. So it kind of flows into it like that. We started the country boy tour, early, and it's gonna kind of run parallel to some of the big ride events. So it's gonna be, man. It's gonna be it's big 25, man.
You working big 25.
Big 25.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, trying to keep up with you, man. You know what I'm saying?
I get out of here.
Man, I can't. Man, I had so many people when you did the award show. So many people was calling me like, "Hey man, blah blah blah. I'm coming down for that award show and everything." I'm like, man, everybody me. I had a gig.
Yeah, it was. I'll give it live.
And the band prayed to God.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, that I think that went well for you then.
It lost everything you saying now, dog. You lost everything you saying now.
I love it.
Less than a year.
But we talked about that.
We talked about it. I mentioned that to L. Kelly. I said, because your song. But I told him that I was like, Yayo encouraged me, and I finally just jumped off the bridge, and oh my God, I just flew.
It's worth it.
Yeah.
I Steve Kahara say sometimes you just gotta leap, man.
I'll never forget that though. I tell anybody, hey man, Yayo encouraged me.
Man,
encouraged me, and I went ahead and took that leap of faith.
So I wanna do some freaky things tonight. I'ma keep my boots on, keep my boots on, keep your boots on, keep your boots on.
Man, you keep your boots on, man. You got that going on tonight. You keeping some boots on tonight, because I know somebody out there gonna ask, is he keeping his boots on tonight?
Everybody know. They know when they see me what it is. They already know what it is. They know what it is, buddy. They know what it is.
Well, for those who maybe not know what it is, I got my country cousin in the building.
Right,
go by the name Big Yayo. You just heard one of his hit records, the Boots On song featuring Omar Cunningham. He's got a list of hits that go down the line, and we got one that we're going to be introducing today. But without further ado, I want you to welcome to WMPR, Mr. Big Yayo.
Man, what's up, big brother?
Man, ain't nothing to it, man. So now, you've been doing your thing for a minute. So now, I've been knowing you for a while, so I want to walk the people a little bit through your career that maybe not know. So let us know how you first started actually in the music business itself.
Now, in the music business, I have to say my first introduction was through Pat and Josh Brown.
Okay.
I was a transplant from Goodman, Mississippi to Jackson, and I was producing.
Okay.
In my bedroom, I thought I was producing. Nobody paying no attention to me, and I can't even remember how it happened. But some way, Pat and Josh Brown, they had got a cassette of some of my demo tracks, man, and they called me over to their house, and they say, "Look, man, we want to use some of these songs. Pat is doing a new album, and I think they got 3 songs from me. And not only did they get, I'm unknown. Nobody knows me from this. People knew me maybe from some club and stuff, but they didn't know me like that. And not only did they get the records, they made the records the lead songs that they released. They named the album after one of the songs that I did, and they paid me.
So this is on the production side. Your introduction to the music business was producing tracks.
Yeah, it was production. I'm behind the scenes guy, man.
Okay. And so from that point, then tell us about some of those big records that you produced, because I do know a couple, but give us a little bit of your discography.
Well, wow. Like I said, it started from Pat Brown, from New Tricks, My Old Man, Miss Jones, and then it went to what did I do? I actually did the last recorded record that Mel Waiters did called Jigga Jigga, him and Jay Warren. I did that one.
Okay.
Of course, I did Cowgirl. Started me and Dave Mack. I produced the entire 13 Days album.
So that's including the song 13 Days?
Oh yeah, that whole project, it started, I was working a job and it started with me. And me and Dave didn't even know each other at the time. I knew Dave from being a singer, seeing him on some shows, and we just randomly met at a food joint, and I had a studio, and I told him, I said, man, what you doing today? And he's like, not much. Man, I said, well, come on over here, man. I got some songs, and I want to demo them, because really I wanted to be to be honest, I wanted to be a staff writer for Malaco. That's really what I wanted to do. And man, we got in there. First day we got in there, we did 13 days.
Wow, your first time, the first day you worked with Dave Mack. Dave Mack is a spectacular singer, by the way. In case you don't, for those of you that don't know, one of the best, definitely in our area.
And I'm not talking about locally. I'm talking about
period.
Period.
Yes, sir. Shout out to Dave Mack. I did get a chance to see him perform this past Friday at Jackie event. But but I didn't mean to cut you off. And so from that point, because that's just amazing. You said first day, so the magic was made on the first day.
Day one, and it gets crazy. Day one, which was a Tuesday, we did 13 days. We spent that whole day in the studio. Wednesday, I kind of cleaned it up, did the mixing on it, brought it up here to 90.1 Thursday, played it. We didn't even have a name for it.
Wow.
Who was this? We just said Dave. You know, they played it, phone started ringing, and they ain't stopped ringing since. So within 2 to 3 days, we went from not knowing each other to having a runaway hit.
Wow, man. When something meant for you, it's meant for you. So this music game was meant for you.
Yeah, man.
So now, what made you get into actually being an artist then? Because I heard you say you really wanted to be behind the scenes.
Yeah.
What gravitated you to move to the front of the music scene from behind the producer board?
Just the people that I was working with, because a lot of times when you write these songs, producing these songs, you're demoing a lot of songs. So sometimes it's you doing the voices, it's you doing just kind of, if you get an idea, I'm saying, well, here, here, Lex, here, listen at this. This is what I came up with. And the people I was working with, from Dave to, people like T-Baby. T-Baby was a person that encouraged me not to sell Cowgirl. I was writing Cowgirl, and I was going to sell that song to Charles Wilson.
Wow.
And T-Baby would have to go to the studio with me because that's her on there. Cowgirl, baby.
I did not know that.
That's T-Baby.
Shout out T-Baby.
Shout out T-Baby. That's T-Baby. So we was coming back. I was like, man, we did a great job on this record. Man, I can't wait to get with Charles. I'm gonna see what he think about this record. She said, Gayle, don't say that record. She said, don't do it. And she kept on me for days. She said, don't do that. She said, this is your record. This is in your vein. So shout out to T-Baby because she made a career changing decision for me in my stead. You know what I'm saying? So, God had a different plan. And that's how that came to be.
So now, that means that, well, I know this before our listeners, Cowgirl originally is your biggest song from the introductory of your career.
Yeah, Cowgirl.
That helped launch you as an artist.
Cowgirl was my biggest song. I think one of my first releases was a song called All Right. Shout out to my guy, Eddie, from Eddie Rice Barbecue. People don't know that. The legendary Eddie Rice Barbecue was the technician that helped me record. Actually, the first recorded record that I did was All Right. So this thing is crazy.
Wow, man, you connected to a lot of known people.
It's a lot of crazy. This guy's the king of barbecue now, but he was instrumental in help creating that sound. First one to kind of help me work that auto tune type of stuff. So shout out to Eddie Rice Barbecue. So go,
Man, that is amazing. Like I said, so what's meant for you is meant for you. Now we're gonna fast forward a little bit.
Okay.
So, well, I can't fast forward by the fact that so now we knocked out your first song that you. Well, I won't say first. Your first time meeting Dave Mack, you produced a great record.
Appreciate it.
Then coming on down, you ended up getting a song that you was gonna do for somebody else that ended up you doing it yourself, and it became a big success for you.
Yeah.
How did you come about the Boots on song becoming a success as well?
Man, that was just, man, when I tell you God is meeting my steps the whole time, I was me and Action from I-55 Monkey Swing. We were getting ready to go to Mobile, Alabama. And I was watching a documentary before I left. It was a documentary. Oh my God, I can't remember the guy. Anyway, about a musician, and he had a groove on there, and I could not get that groove out of my head. And all the way to Mobile, me and Action, I was like, man, I got this thing in my head. I cannot wait to get back. So we went and did the show in Mobile and came back. I bumped it all the way to Mobile and bumped it all the way back. And I got in my studio. I mean, didn't take bags out of the car, nothing. Went straight in and did the track for it. I had the hook for what I wanted to do. And it stopped right there. I'm like, wow. And I sat on that song for 6 months.
Wow.
6 whole months. And I said, well, let me call Omar. Because we had done a couple of things before. I said, you hear anything in this song? An hour later, he had sent it back to me.
Right.
And that song was originally just for me.
Yeah.
So Omar and I took a trip to Arkansas. And on the way back, I said, man, why don't you jump on this song with me? I think it'll be a good, a good blend. He'd already did the demo. Like I say, he had already did the demo. I said, you already on there. I'm just going to, do what I do to it. And he was like, for real, you think so? I said, watch. Because I'm a good judge of, what could potentially be a hit. And the rest is history. Now, that's my, to date, is probably my biggest song, the Boo Song song.
Yeah, man. So that's amazing, man. Shout out to Omar. You dropped some names too, man. DJ. Now, because I gotta say now, because you my OG. I was at that show, so I can say I was a part of that. Because that's the show you invited me to in Mobile.
Exactly.
When I finally got a chance to see you perform as an artist. Man, that's crazy.
That is crazy. I didn't even think about that. That is crazy. That is it.
That's that night. When you said it. When you said it, it's like, wow, he had that in his head when we was together that night. Yeah. So that means I can remember then when we was together, I remember the time frame. So man, that lets me know with even the people that you named that it's a blessing upon you for you to even get all of these people that are very influential, that are very talented, along with being talented yourself and getting these opportunities hits, but you also put in the work for it. Now, what brought us to this new record we getting ready to play here in a minute? Because this is a Yayo I had heard, like I said, I've been knowing you 20-something years, probably. Right. No, I don't even know.
Right.
But what brought about this record here? Because it's something, not saying you haven't made songs like it, it's just something I haven't previously heard that you do.
Yeah, it's a different feel. Shout out to Trey the Joker, because Trey is like my partner. You know how you get with somebody and you all just lock in, and if you ever been to some of my shows, you've seen Trey. He does a lot of stuff. I mean, he's a super talented guy. And he had the idea. He was like, baby, what you think about this? He sent it to me, and I say, look, we go in the studio tomorrow.
Wow.
Early. Okay. Not early. And it was just one of those type of records, man, that it just felt good. It when we got in there, it's kind of like when you and I get together. It's always good energy. Yeah. So when you get in a room with somebody that you especially you're working with, you're breaking bread with, you're confidant with, and we just got in there and was just putting it together, and the rest is history, man. And the record came out yesterday.
Okay.
It was officially released on all media outlets yesterday. But I always do an advance email.
Okay.
And I have gotten so much response, man, from this particular record. So, hey, man, I think we may have one.
Okay, man. Well, we're gonna see, man. We're about to debut it right here of 90.1, man. We brought the record up here because I want to make sure that the people know, and we get to play it first right here at 90.1 FM, and exclusive. Once again, an exclusive. With Big Yayo in the building. This is his new one featuring Trey the Joker. The name of this one is called Take It to the Bedroom. Y'all keep it locked right here to your favorite stations. Call in and let us know what you think about this record as well. Let's Take It to the Bedroom by Big Yayo.
I was chilling with a young lady this other night.
It's a little different.
Yeah,
she was so fine.
But this is one of the favorite records that I've done. It's just it's a groove, man. What up, everybody?
This is my story. This is
Trey, I see you, baby.
Take me to the bedroom. Baby, I don't mind. Let's go.
You know everything you said goes to this moment too down. Like, think about this. Everything goes to this moment too. You go with this moment, and I get to be at 90.1. That's doing your record.
That's crazy.
When you encourage me to do this.
That's crazy. That's what I say. God, I mean myself, man. I don't. Wherever he lead me, man. That's what we do, man. And all one big old turn.
That's a message for me too, though, dog. I run it, dog. This came out of nowhere this morning, bro. And how everything else like that. Okay, I just said that goes for me too. You hear what I'm saying?
But you gotta put yourself to the universe, man. You gotta get in the right energy, man. You know what, man? And God don't bless no man. You really trying to do
Take me to the bedroom.
I ain't gonna say it's easy, but it makes sense.
I can't can't believe you made a record like this, dog. Just know you listen to all your other music. And this for a jamming too, though, dog. I can't believe it. Yayo.
Trey said, man, hey, let's do this thing together. I said, come on, let's go. And Trey coming from a rap background, Trey did a job with this
Oh, yeah,
thing.
he did. Like I say, you know, I had to listen to it before. You know.
She said, oh, you know I'm in the mood.
To even have the courage, though. That's what it started with.
But it's easy in the good energy room.
Yeah.
Working out,
Being encouraged.
she said, don't forget
You took it back to belly rub. Let them belly rub.
Yeah.
Take me to the bedroom. Baby, I don't mind, let's go. I was thinking the same thing, but then look at them got me slow. Take me to the bedroom. She said, I know you can't stay long. I done heard your songs on the radio. You got what I want. Take me to the bedroom. Baby, I don't mind, let's go. I was thinking the same thing, but that liquor done got me slow. Take me to the bedroom. She said, I know you can't stay long. I done heard your songs on the radio. And you got
What y'all think about?
Take me to the bedroom.
Wow. All right, man. That was debuting right here on 90.1 FM, Big Yayo's new
Man.
one, Take It to the Bedroom, featuring Trey the Joker. Man, you got one on there.
Man, and I'll tell you something. A lot of times as artists, you don't really like all your records. You don't.
Yeah.
You do them, you know, but this is one I like.
Yep. The only thing I ask though is why you have to put the baby oil line in the record, man?
Hey, look, we said body oil. I was going to say baby oil. And then in the background, I was going to say, no, did it. So I didn't go well.
Well, because even when you said body oil, I'm still here. Baby
You
oil.
already heard it. We said it. I said, we got to put that in there. Too. We got to put it in there.
I've yet to use baby oil, so I'm gonna have to find out what that's about.
Hey, but somebody gonna tell
Take it
themselves
to the
with that.
bedroom. Yeah, take it to the bedroom, man. Hey, that's a record right there. So now, I didn't ask this question though. Still, where did the record come from? That who mindset was that though? That to put that in the record like that, because that's really a grown
What?
folks record, taking it to the bedroom. That's gonna make
Oh, freaking Trey the Joker.
Oh,
Freaking Trey.
All right, I want
to do like freaking Dickie.
All right, well, you know, one thing I know about my country cousin, he gonna tell the truth. I was gonna call him out, 'cause that's what I wanted to say. So who was the freak that came?
Oh, freaking Trey. Oh, freaking Trey.
That's all right, man. Hey, well, you know, I'm glad to know that you are very versatile, man, and
Yeah, man.
you got a lot of different things going. So now let's get into the next thing that I see you putting together, because you got the big 25 coming up. That's the year 2025. You got a lot of things you're putting down.
Yeah.
Tell me about the tour that you're working on, or that you're getting dates for, and that you currently got going.
Right now, we're in the plans of the Country Boys tour. This was really a brainchild of Arthur Young's.
Okay.
Arthur talked about this for years, and we're brothers.
Okay.
And it's four of us, and we always talk, we're always communicating, and we're always working together. So Arthur, a while ago, was like, man, I always want to do this tour, and so it just came on like a light bulb. So the tour consists of Arthur Young, myself, Big Mail, and Breeze. Let's do too much. And the purpose of the tour, for one, is to show how we as Southern Soul Brothers, we as African American men, and can work together. First of all,
Yes, sir.
you know what I'm saying. And by us being, if y'all was on the phone with us on our conference call, it's just jokes. It's how you re-up your brother, always talking crazy, you know. And that energy is what we want to put in package form. We want the people to come out, not just for the music, but come out just to see what that energy feels like.
Okay.
So that's the thing. That's the importance of the Country Boy tour. Not only just to come out and hear some great music for some super talented artists, but to come out and see how we cut up with each other. Because everybody's a cut up artist.
Yeah.
Everybody's a cut up artist. You know.
Well, I know 3 of you. I at least know 3.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and everybody is a cut up about trust and believe. And the one you probably don't know is probably the craziest one.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a really good time. It's going to be interactive with the people. Just imagine the kings of comedy. It's going to give you that kind of vibe.
Oh man,
all kind of superstars,
yeah.
But we're coming together under one flag, and you're going to see that camaraderie on stage.
Now I know somebody listening asking, "Are you going to put any country women on the tour? Let them open or something?"
Yeah, and think about it. It's not exclusive. It's just we're starting.
You're the core.
Yeah, we need a core, and we are the core. You know what I'm saying? And we're super inclusive to everybody. So it's not just it's a Country Boys tour, but it's not just necessarily based on that.
Okay.
It's just we had to pull it together to try to get the wheels to turning, and as it gets bigger, then we can start bringing in other things because it's going to be big. Trust me, 2026 is going to be one of the top 5 tours.
Yeah,
so
definitely, man. Shout out to Big Yayo too, man. That's one of my guys. I remember him first started, man. Phenomenal artist. I put together a show on the coast with him, man, and he turned that thing out. So I already know that's a great lineup. So now, what else you got in 25? I know. Well, let me ask you this though, because let me back up, because I know this is probably going to be 25 too. But how did you come up with starting? What is it? Big Yayo's Big Trail Ride?
The Big Ride.
The Big Ride. How did you come up with that?
Well, think about first of all, I'm really part of that culture. You know, shout out to all my trail riders, my social clubs, MC clubs, everything. I'm part of that culture. We ride for real. We go to a lot of the big events, and a lot of the big events are outside of us. You know, and it's not a white or black thing. It's just I wasn't seeing us in a lot of these events, from the music to, you know, a lot of the stuff. So I said, I wanted to get something organized. I wanted to get something safe, and I wanted to get something entertaining. Because not only, you know, people coming out riding these big toys and stuff, but I wanted the atmosphere. You remember the party house and the catwalk.
Yep.
Those were atmospheres.
Yes, it was.
Those were party atmospheres that we created years ago. So I just kind of wanted to revisit that atmosphere since I am an ATV enthusiast. That's how it came to be. We tried it. I've met some great people, some great property owners. Shout out to my man Kendrick down in 84, Slim up in Charleston, my man Outlaw out of Outlaw and stuff. I've run across some great property owners that were feeling the same way. They just wasn't getting the notoriety. You know, they've got these nice properties and people going elsewhere. No, we need to, you know, support these people here. Bring these crowds to these people so that they can continue to upkeep and develop and make it bigger and better. And every year, these property owners are making theirs bigger and more competitive to some of the bigger properties out there. Because I've gone to shows, man, it's 50,000 people out here.
Yeah.
You know, I've gone to properties where they've got, you know, 1,000 acres to ride. They've got lakes. They got the big power speedboats on the other side. So we're trying to develop that relationship and create the funding to make ours look like that. So that's what it's about.
So now I did see one of the events, man. You had thousands of people out there, man. I don't even know the one that was in Charleston. What I would like to know, and our listeners is to know, how was you able to keep your events so safe? Because your events have basically went without too many problems. And I have heard people say that that's what makes some people not go some places. Yeah. Let our audience know how you're able to keep such a positive atmosphere at your events.
Well, the event in Charleston wasn't mine. Well, yes, it was. I've done it with my partner Slim, but the one you're probably talking about is the one that he does his annual Crawfish Bowl.
Okay.
But we put the details into maintaining safety. Before I create a budget for an artist, before I create a budget for sound, I create my budget for my security.
Okay.
Because when you talk about thousands of people having a good time, and God has been with us, that nothing has happened, but we don't take that for granted.
Yes.
We do very proper, thorough search. We deal with people that are proud to do the work.
Okay.
That's the most important thing, because you can have 100 security guards out there, and if they're not doing the job, you just got 100 guys standing around. The guys that we have are very into doing the work. They are their own entity. They, I can't even tell them what to do because they're there to secure my property. I come and say, hey man, let my man Lex through here. They're gonna say, no, Yayo, because if he does anything, that's on my name.
That's what I'm talking about.
And I'm the boss.
That's what I'm
So if he's willing to tell the boss, that's who I want.
Exactly.
So those are the kind of people that we deal with. We emphasize on safety, and we gonna tell it on you policy. Yeah. I'm gonna tell it on you. If you doing something wrong, I'm gonna Charleston White yourself to death. All right, Charleston White, I'm gonna tell it. That's what You're not gonna come in these situations brandishing weapons, doing things that are outside of what we're allowed to be done, because clearly you don't care about us, so therefore we don't care about you. And that's just our mentality. And the only thing I add to that too is that it's also the positive energy that you put in the atmosphere. You keep a positive energy, you keep God in the midst. And I just wanted to make sure our listeners know that, because you do put on some great events. And some people are skeptical about going places, but I'm telling you, I've seen for myself the things you got in place, and I wanted to make sure our audience knew that too. What I want to do right now though, man, I want to play another record, because you mentioned the tour. Mm-hmm. And I should have probably played the record then, but you got a record with Arthur Young. Yeah, you got a record with Arthur Young that I see that you guys released. Is that record out on platform? Yeah, it's out on platform. Yeah. So tell us about that record right quick that we're getting ready to play. It's just me and Arthur always talking. He said, "Man, I got a record, man. I think we'll be good on." I said, "Well, hey, shoot it to me." He shot it to me, and it was just a great feeling record. It kind of reminds me of that old Johnny Taylor, Tyrone Davis, two guys sitting around at a bar talking noise about nothing. Yeah. But it's about everything to them that night. Yep. So that's what that record's about, man. It's a good old record. And so, because the reason I said that I missed my cue on it, because that record kind of symbolizes the relationship that you guys have from the way that you said that the way you guys talk. Yeah. So now tell me the name of the record. Mr. Bartender. Okay, Mr. Bartender. That's what I was looking for, Mr. Bartender. So now this actual record is Arthur Young featuring Big Yayo, correct? Absolutely, yeah. All right. So now, hey, we get to check this record out too right here on 90.1. As Yayo just said, we're about to check out Mr. Bartender. This is Arthur Young featuring Big Yayo. Y'all be on the lookout for that too. It's on the CD. It's number 2 on the CD. It's number 2 on the CD he left. Oh, okay. Well, he just took a CD with him. Okay, so that's why we ain't gonna get the debut then. Well, I'm glad he had to take it to the bedroom record. I already did. I'm so glad that he had that. Well, that was what I planned on taking. So that's when you know you got good music, man. When the DJ take the CD, he take your song, especially when it's a radio DJ and he take the record. Right? I can't be mad at that. Yeah. So that means that we could plan on him playing it. So well, that's all right, man. Hey, we're gonna keep on rolling and keep on rolling. I did want the people to check that record out. So if you haven't, it's out on all platforms. Tell us the name. It's Mr. Bartender, because I know the name. Yeah, it's Mr. Bartender. Like I say, it's a record. Let me tell you something about Arthur, man. Arthur's one of the most prolific writers, stylists that's come through Southern Soul. You know what I'm saying? And we're fortunate. There's a reason why he's in such high demand. There's a reason, man. I mean, this guy is constantly, he keeps God first. He's a super family man. And it's just like these songs come out of him like water. Oh wow! And that's the thing, man. I just get a lot of joy from being able to work with a lot of these talented brothers like that. Man, we're gonna have to get him down here too, then, man. I know he's got a movement going as well. So now the next thing you got then is what else you got in 2025? Well, like I say, with the tour, with the big ride, and one of the other things that we're doing, we're actually doing a bunch of getting into a lot of these schools, and especially like correctional facilities, and going in and talking to some of the young men and some of the young women. I got young man that I've been dealing with for years named Frederick, and he always gets me into some of like the juvenile systems, juvenile homes and stuff, and just talking to these kids because man, that's a big part of what's happening now. You know, these kids don't believe that you can come from somewhere like me. I come from Goodman, Mississippi. We didn't have a lot of educational opportunities, a lot of stuff. But what we did have, we had praying mamas and grandmamas.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? We had that. And I know it had to be a minute night. My mom was on her knee for me because, everybody gets wise eventually, but don't let it come out. We all make our bumps and mistakes, and we all do that. And just to get in there and talk to them kids, man, is amazing just to see how they just don't really see past what's right in front of them. Well, man, it's hard for me to see what you're talking about, but I'm hungry right now. Yep. So to get in there and talk to these kids and you being somebody that they know, see, that helps. So I encourage a lot of the artists and stuff, if y'all can, see if there's some situations that where you can get out, talk to some of these kids, get involved in, because it coming from you, because you are some of those kids superheroes. You don't think you are. I didn't think I was. When somebody come up to me and say, hey, I ain't got no boots on in here, but I know you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And to see that guy that they know telling them that you can do better, man, it's a situation, bro.
Well, that explains some of those blessings that you get too, in multiple ways. Like you said, with the background and family you come from, having a praying mom, then also be willing to give back to the people, and being able to help others kind of go through their situation. Especially, man, it takes a lot to be able to visit people behind those walls. That takes a lot of courage, and I commend you for that. So now, with those three things, you got the new record just dropping. Right. First of all, let them know where they can go check their record out at.
They can go check it. The name of the record is Take Me to the Bedroom. It's on all digital platforms. So from wherever you get your music from, whether it be Apple Music, iTunes, Xbox, you know what I'm saying? Wherever you get your music from, it's there. I think I'm going to do some free copies. So if you go to www.thebigyayo.com, I'm going to upload that for tomorrow. So that song is there free. Okay. So all you got to do is join the mailing list. And the minute you join the mailing list and hit submit, it's going to shoot you that record back and you'll be added to our mailing list. And we give away a lot of complimentary stuff.
Okay. That's The Big Yayo.
The Big Yayo.
THEE or
THE.
It's THE. Okay.
There's only one D.
Yeah, I do. I say
JSU.
Yeah, that's what that's what my mind was going.
Jackson State University.
I said, did he just add in?
Not that.
So, no.
Dude, I wasn't gonna get them on me.
So what? The.
Yeah. So let's do that. The BigYayo.com.
TheBigYayo.com. Y'all make sure to go sign up, man, and get that free song sent to you. So now, what I want to do right now, if you hadn't already, have you started? Take it to the bedroom, TikTok, something like that. Like I'm talking about like a little dance or something.
Look, funny you saying, young lady sent me a dance just the other day. She saying, please don't release it just yet. I want to go to my friend's house and do a better version. But it's jamming.
Yeah.
It's smooth and it's easy to learn. So I would do it myself, but I ain't gonna do you like that.
No, don't do it. Please don't do it. Please don't do it.
But she said, don't do it. Don't put that one out. I just wanted to show you that I got something.
Yeah.
And I like what she had.
Okay.
So hopefully about this weekend we'll be seeing some of that. So if y'all see it, I want to see y'all versions. I want to see y'all TikTok versions to take to the bedroom.
Yeah, now I'm gonna go ahead and call out my guy Big Perm. Big Perm, social media superstar now. Since you like to put on the baby oil and get up on social media.
Big Perm, I need you, baby.
Big Perm, I want you to do a Take It to the Bedroom challenge. I want you to do the thing like you do with all your other songs, man.
I need you. I need you. That's what I'm talking about. Tell me out there.
You ready to take it to the bedroom. So now, hey, is that going to be part of a bigger project or is that going to be a standalone single?
No, it's going to be part of a bigger project, man. And the thing about it, I've got a couple of different songs. I don't really think of it like a compilation, but I've got a couple of different songs. Of course, you've heard the songs like with the ones with Arthur and Big Mail, but then I've got another follow release with me and Magic One.
Okay.
called Enough of Your Love, which is a phenomenal record. So I'm going to be doing some collaborations. I meet so many talented people on this road, man.
Yeah.
Man, people y'all don't even they don't even know how talented they are. And I get a chance to record with them. So I'm going to put out a project just kind of featuring the people that I meet. And we're probably going to, and it's centered around a documentary too. It's called The Big Ride. So it's kind of showing the ins and outs of the trail riding lifestyle, ATV lifestyle with the soundtrack. So it'll be on the Big Ride soundtrack.
So now, do you have an anticipated release date?
I don't have an anticipated release date because I wanted to at least capture the season opening on March the 1st of the first Big Ride. But this will be our third year. And I wanted to capture and include that on the documentary. So I wanted to do it all together to kind of show from where we came from to where we are and the music.
So we can say maybe the summer.
Yeah.
Maybe the summer. So you're looking to drop the documentary and the album together.
Yeah. I want to bring them together so it kind of makes sense.
Okay.
Even I got a funny way that I'm doing it. So we'll come back for the next interview and I'll tell you after we drop it so I can explain how we're doing it. But it's going to be a unique, artistic kind of thing.
That's what I'm talking about. You already know. I already know about how you do things. So, that's why I say I know you weren't going to give away too many secrets. You're going to just dibble and dabble a little bit. So, hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. So now, what is the thing that you enjoy the most about being an artist? Not like the producer, Yayo, but like being an artist. What do you like the most?
Meeting the people in the crowd. Because it amazes me. I've been a fan of just artists. Right now, I rarely listen to music, but I study everybody's story. Mm-hmm. That's kind of how I am. So I know how I kind of am when it comes to artists that I like, artists that I don't know. When I newly discover somebody, I get all up into their discography and stuff like that. So there are people out there that are like that for me. And that is such a blessing to have somebody that's interested in you through your art, to want to know, what's your mama's name? Where you went to school at? What you like to eat? But, just for people that want to know you. That's where the Country King thing came from, because in my world, there are no hierarchies. I'm not the king of anything. I'm not prince. I'm not any of that. All those are hierarchy words. But when you talk about kinfolks are even. Your cousins are your cousins. They ain't your dad, it's your mama, it's your aunts, your grandmama. That's hierarchy. We're all cousins. So that's where the Country King came from. So
yeah. So that's why we all became your country cousins.
We are all Country King. All of us. We are all the same.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite phrases that you say at your shows. I love it. Hey, all my country cousins, y'all ready to party?
That's what it is.
Yeah, man. You got me ready to party now, man. I'm talking to you now, man.
That's what it is. That's what it's supposed to do.
Yeah. So now, what I would like for you to do, man, because we have a lot of artists that are tuned in, because the Southern Soul genre is growing so fast exponentially.
Yes.
What I would like for you to do is give them some solid advice that they could take with them that gives them a better opportunity to be successful as an artist.
That's not a hard question, but it's kind of a hard position. I'll say it from this perspective. I've been doing this 29 years.
29?
29. Think about it.
Wow.
Think about it. I've been in this business, whether it's been DJing on some other stations, from running super successful clubs for 29 years, and I am still here. That should be the goal, sustainability. So just remember, whatever you do today can affect you tomorrow, whether it's kindness or bitterness. It can have an adverse effect on you, your family, your money. So treat people like you want to be treated. Make sustainable music, because the good thing about Southern Soul, we'll be playing these songs when our grandbabies are around. Yeah. It's sustainable music. Everybody wants to hear about a good time, or everybody want to hear about love and loss. So, make sustainable music, treat people like you want to be treated, and be mindful that things that you do or say have repercussions.
Okay. And they definitely do.
Nobody's Teflon. Nobody stays on top for forever. I don't care how much you like them. There's nobody that has stayed on top. So we all are going to fluctuate. So just be mindful of where you want to land when it ain't your turn in the spotlight no more.
That right there is some great advice, man. I hope those that are listening, especially if you're artists or even inspired artists, take those words to heart and kind of think about exactly what Big Yayo is saying, especially with coming from 29 years of experience, man. I didn't realize that,
Yeah,
man.
man.
29 years.
I'm telling on myself, right?
Yeah,
What
you
am I
telling on
doing?
yourself, man. Because
Man,
I'm sitting
what
there
am I
thinking, man.
doing?
Yeah, like I don't know, man. I was a teenager when I met you.
You
So
know, hey.
yeah, so I don't know which aspect of it was then, man, because I ain't that old. I ain't reached 50 yet. So.
Yeah.
All right, well, yeah, we ain't telling on ourselves then, man. We only got a few more minutes, man. What I want you to do is make sure to give them that website because y'all gotta go subscribe to the website, man, to get the free song and to be able to keep up with. I'm sure you send out an email of the upcoming shows, especially when the big ride starts back and when the album dropped, the documentary and all of that. So let them know your social media and where to follow you at, where to keep up with you at.
Everything is Big Yayo, of course. Big Yayo Music, Facebook, Big Yayo on Instagram. And once again, the website, the official website, and please go on and sign up for www.thebigyayo.com. That's THEBIGYAYO.com. So go there. Let us know, who you are. We're always giving away complimentary stuff. We just want to be able to keep up with our people. We don't send out a bunch of emails bothering you. We don't do any of that. If you get an email from us, open it up. It's something. Whether it's, and what we're trying to do, implement in 25 is work it out with our promoters to where if I'm coming into a situation, I can get some comp tickets and we're going to be having them housed on that website. So if I'm coming into your area, you can go on there and see if we got comp tickets for you. You put something in there and boom, you may be able to come to the show for free. So some of them working out, case by case. Not all promoters are going to do it, but the ones that want to do it, we're definitely going to pass that along to her.
Well, you fooled around and team up with us. I'm trying to get you in Ground Zero Biloxi. Now, I'm telling you now.
It's going to happen.
I'm telling you now. So we ain't going to have no problem comping no tickets because we want everybody to come look at come to one of the most spectacular venues in the state of Mississippi that plays the blues artists. Because now, just so you know, I want to start this terminology here right now. So in case people are not already using, we're already calling Southern Soul, aka the new blues. Because when the blues, and my guy, shout out to my guy John Haley, he let me know this. See, when the blues transitioned to the blues as our age group knows it wasn't really the blues then to those that were before them.
Right.
So they considered it something a little different. It's our transition now, meaning that the Southern Soul movement. So the Southern Soul movement, for those who maybe are skeptical and maybe don't want to consider it as blues, it is the new blues. So from now on, it's Southern Soul, aka the new blues.
The new blues. Okay.
Yes. All right. So that's what we're running with.
I can dig it. Those that come after naming. I got you.
Yes. And so hey, I helped you out too, because those that are from Jackson State, when you say D, they typing in THEE.
They are
Big Yayo.
They are.
And they getting the error. And they talk about Yayo. Yayo ain't played his internet bill. Yayo ain't paid his website bill.
So we had to correct it.
Yeah.
So the.
That's in Jackson. That's just
Jackson. If you know, you know. If you know, you know.
You're in Alabama, you can get away with it. They gonna know it's TAG.
But if you're in Jackson, you know.
All right, man. So hey, before we let you go, man, you got anything else that you want to let the people know?
Man, I just want to let everybody know, stay encouraged. I know this has been a weird 24 hours.
Yeah, definitely. I didn't even want to approach that. That's why I ain't even bring it up.
I'm not touching it, but I just want everybody to stay encouraged. This too shall pass. It's going to be business as usual. Don't get all bent about and shape about a bunch of stuff that we've never controlled. Anyway, we are a survivor brand. It'll be us and cockroaches left when everything else is gone. So just stay encouraged. Whatever God you serve, make sure you just send a special shout out to him tonight or her, whatever. But like I say, it's gonna be all right out there, y'all. You know what I'm saying? If you got people that you love, make sure you tell them that you love them, because so many things are happening. Shout out to the family that lost their loved ones. So many people losing people by any kind of way. So stay encouraged. Tell the people that you love them, because you may not get a chance tomorrow. So I just want to take this time to tell all y'all out there, I love y'all, because y'all have been with me. People always say, "Oh, you don't never get no support at home." That has never been my struggle.
Yes, sir.
That has never been my struggle.
I witnessed it firsthand.
That has never been my struggle. So I can't say that. They've always supported, whether it's from the parties that I did to the music that I make. So I appreciate y'all for rocking. And as long as y'all rocking, I swear to God, I'm gonna be rolling.
That's what I'm talking about, man. And you definitely rolling, man. We got the big 2-5. What's the booster lyric? If you make it to 25, you're an OG. That's a boost. I think that's a booster lyric. So we gotta make it to 2-5, even though we've been OGs. But definitely, man, with what we got going, we want to keep everything above ground, man, and keep everybody head up. So, like you said, man, no matter what you're going through, the fact that you're still here and that we're all here on this earth at the same time, and those that are in the sound of our voices, you got to hear some words of wisdom, you got to hear some great music, and you got to actually witness when God has a special something on someone with Big Yayo. So appreciate you for coming through the lounge right here on 90.1 FM WMPR. Shout out to my girl Marlena. Sorry you couldn't be here, man. This has been a great interview. I wish she was here because she come with all the extra questions.
Oh man,
you know, she
gotta be ready.
Yeah, because she gonna come in here ready and have your whole history and everything.
I got to go back and read my own biography before I come over here. She does her thing. And I saw her, man. She's such a beautiful person. I hate I missed you this time, but it'll be plenty more time.
Yes, man. But I definitely appreciate you for coming through. Because I want to say this on air too, because I want to put this in the atmosphere as well, man. I want to thank you because this is one of the main people that encouraged me to get on the path that I'm on with pushing the Southern Soul movement. This is the first person that put it on my mind a couple of years ago and encouraged me. And I want to thank you over the airways for always being the homie, man, and encouraging others.
I appreciate it.
So for everybody that I have helped play a part in their career, that means that you did too.
Hey, I'll take it. I love it.
All right.
I love it.
All right, man. Hey, well, we're about to get you back to your regularly scheduled program. Remember, the lounge is on 90.1 FM WMPR every Wednesday from 4 to 5 with Marlena and Danny Boy. And every now and then, I'm your guest host, Lex Luga, that sits in for Marlena. And we definitely bring you different artists that, hey, if you don't already know them, you better get to know them. Because if they're not already a star, we introducing you to stars before they become superstars. Y'all make sure to keep it locked right here to your new favorite station. I'm turning it over to my guy. Are you ready to run something? All right, man. Y'all keep it locked. Y'all be safe. And thank you all for tuning in. You have a great day. Handyman. My guy, Handyman. My bad. Let me say your name. All right. My guy, Handy.
On the preceding show does not reflect the views of WPR's.
Y'all, I appreciate y'all.
Oh, man.
Getting up in here. Man, I got all my people up in